The previous day we have learned about structural approach. Today we are going to learn about functional communicative approach. In functional communicative approach, there is no burden of grammar. Students have to talk with each other using depending on their situation. In functional and communicative approach, you can use everything. You can use everything as your study material. You may take a flower, you may take a play toy, and your student have to talk depending on that thing. They will learn the second language using trial and error theory. They first made some error in using the second language, then they will make it right. Okay, this is the process. Next is in functional communicative approach, you have to use in a group. You have to use in communicatively. Communicate with each other in a group. If there is no good group, then how can you communicate with each other? Then there must be a group. Okay, there is no drill. You cannot teach your student using drill. You have to communicate with each other among your student. Okay, and in this approach, meaning is more important than the structure of a sentence. Meaning is more important. What a student want to say, that is more important, not the structure of that sentence. Okay, then meaning is more important than the structure in this sentence. And you have to learn this approach this approach to your student in such a way that they can use the second language, they can use this approach outside and inside of their classroom. This is the object and goal and features of this approach. Okay, then there are some merits and demerits. Which are the merits? Some two merits. Using this approach, you can control a large class, and student will not lose their interest from the text in this approach. Second is demerits. Demerits are what? The teacher who is attending that class, the teacher must have a good knowledge of that language, and the teacher must be professional. Now come to task-based language teaching method. This task, I have told you, there are so many methods that come under an approach. This task-based language teaching method, or TBLT, come under functional communicative approach. Means in this method also there is no burden of grammar. You have to talk with each other, and your student will get the knowledge of second language. TBLT actually based on tasks. You have to give some tasks to your student, and they will do some work according to this task. There are some pre-tasks. Pre-tasks means your student must have some knowledge about the task what you are going to give them. Then you have to use some pre-task knowledge to your student. Then they will discuss among them, and they give some solution collaboratively. When I am telling you collaboratively, means there are some students in a group. You have to make some group, and in this group they will solve the answer. Then that answer will be told to you. Next, there must be some information gap, which gap that your student have to fill up. Okay, next, what kind of tasks you may give here? You use the puzzle game, map pointing, letter writing, puzzle game. What is the pre-task in this puzzle game? Your student must have the knowledge how they will solve the puzzle game. Your student must have the knowledge how they will write the letter. This is their pre-task. Your student must have the knowledge how they will solve map pointing. This is pre-task. Then come to the tasks. In these tasks, they will solve the problem, discussing among themselves in their groups. Then they will make a report. It may be in speech or it may be in writing. After that, they will read this writing, what they have made, discussing among themselves, or they tell you their answer. This is the solution. In this solution, in this process, you have to use task-based language teaching method, TBLT. Next, come to cooperative language teaching method or collaborative language teaching method. This based on John Dewey, you know the name, the theory of John Dewey. What is the theory of John Dewey? Learning by doing. You have to learn by doing something. Okay, this is the main keynote of cooperative language teaching method. This method also comes under functional communicative approach. Then there is no burden of grammar, and you have to talk among your student will talk among themselves, and they get the knowledge. This is also under functional communicative approach. You know what they have to do in cooperative language teaching method. You as a teacher will distribute some problem, problem to your student, and here student A and student B, student C, student D in a group. You think there are 4 students or 5 students, A, B, C, D, E in a group, and you have given a problem to them. Every student will learn that problem. They will give their opinion in their group. Each student will give their opinion, and ultimately their group will decide which answer is the best, and they will deliver that answer or report to the teacher. In communication, task-based language teaching, there is no way to give personal. Each student of a group, each student of the opinion of each student, giving the opinion of each student of a group for one question or for one problem. In cooperative language teaching method, they can give their own opinion. Every student will give, and ultimately they give the solution to their teacher. This is cooperative language teaching method. Next, come to elective method. This is very important, because in electivism Ellipticism is not a particular method, but it is an approach. Why it is an approach? I have told you, in a approach there are so many methods. In elliptic method, this is not one method. You have to choose. In other method, you have to choose according to your student which method you will use in your class. But you think, is there only one kind of meritorious student, one kind of intelligence student in one class? If you think, if there are 50 students in a class, is all of them are in same merit? That is not possible. 10 students are very good. Next 20 students are medium category. And last 10 students are lower category. If you use communication approach in this class, then how the student of last 10 will know your teaching, will gather the knowledge from your teaching? Then you have to use multi-method. You have to use multi-method in one class. This is called ellipticism. This is called elliptic method. What method you will choose? Depending on that class, you may have to choose many methods for one class. This is elliptic method. So if you want to choose elliptic method, then you have to get the knowledge of all method. So elliptic method is very critical. Okay, today I have completed the method chapter. Next I will come here again with TLM chapter. Good night.